There was a point in my life where I was really afraid of not having success. And you will think, oh, she's a child of God. She knows the Bible. And I do. And I do. And I know that the Word of God told me not to fear for anything. And I know that the Word of God told me that He has not given me the spirit of fear. But at a point in life, I was really scared of not being successful. And when I say not being successful, it doesn't have anything to do with money. It doesn't have anything to do with material things for me. For me, it was more of I was fearing for not being fulfilled, for not being fulfilled in life, for not doing that which I really know deep down inside of me I'm capable of doing. So I hear you today. If you are in the shoe that I was sometimes ago, and if you were there, maybe you're not there anymore, or if you are there presently, I hear you. I hear you. And sometimes you wake up in the morning and you know what you really want to do, but you don't just know how to go about it. You don't know how to figure it out. That's lack of direction. And you don't know who to talk to, and you don't know where to pick it from. And because all those things are standing in your way of getting to that point where your success is, regardless of what your success point is, you start to develop this fear of what will happen. Will I be able to do this? Will I be able to get there? Will I be able to attain this? Will I be able to be fulfilled? And all those things keep coming to your mind here and there. And you're just at a point where God help me. So for you listening to me today, if you are in that category, I'm telling you, I've been in that category of people. Mind you, when I'm talking about being in that category, did not mean that I was doing nothing. I had job. I was doing good. I was doing okay. And I can as well just close my eyes to all those passion and desire and my purpose and just feel like I'm doing fine. What am I looking for again? But because I said in the beginning, for me, it wasn't financial gain. For me, it wasn't money. For me, it was my own self fulfillment, for me to know that whatever I know that God put into me needs to be manifested. For me to know that I've done my best and leaving the rest to the hand of God. For me to know that I have put in my all and now let God do the rest. Or for me just realizing that there are people out there that probably needs my help, needs to hear what I have to say, needs to know what I can do for them. And me not doing anything puts me in this place of I'm not fulfilling that goal. It puts me in the place of I'm not doing enough. And that was just scary for me. It was really scary for me to know that out there are people that God has sent me to, waiting on my own manifestation for their own manifestation to happen. And it was really scary for me to know that if I do not manifest the power, the grace of God upon my life to do that which He has proposed me to do, those other people will be left in limbo. And I come to you today encouraging you. You might be in that position. You might be that person that is wondering, how am I going to get there? How am I going to fulfill this purpose? when I don't even know what to do and I don't even know how to start. And now I'm just scared of being this person, going through ages, and eventually realizing that nothing is done with regards to my dream. I'm here to tell you there are things you can do to guide you towards what you want to do or what you want to be. Most of the time, you might not get the help from outside. Most of the time, you might not get the help from anyone. A lot of times, you might also get the help from people. Also, what I've learned is until you set your foot on the pedal and you start working your way gradually towards that goal of yours, nobody might come to your aid. Nobody might be ready to help you because they don't see your dream. They don't see your vision. They don't know your passion. They don't know your purpose. So it's hard for them to visualize what you are talking about when they are not even seeing you in action. And until you start putting things together before the help or the people that God is sending to help you, we start seeing, okay, this is what she wants to do, but she doesn't know how to do it in this way. Let me help. I know how to do this. Let me help. Or if you go and ask for help and they see what you already put on ground, like, okay, let me help. What you want to do is to set goals. Start little by little, set clear goals. Set clear goals with regards to that which you want to do, with regards to your dream, with regards to your purpose. And after you set clear goals, start embracing growth and learning that speaks to your goal. Find resources that speaks to your goal. Find the learning courses that speaks to your goal and start learning. And when you start doing that, gradually you start dropping off the fear of lack of direction because you start gaining knowledge, you start gaining understanding with regards to that which you intend to do. And by, you start gaining confidence in what you know. Because if you have a dream, if you set a goal and you don't really know much about it, your confidence level, your boldness is like zero. And when that is the case, then you're scared of standing in front of people. You're scared of talking to people. You're scared of being asked questions because you don't know yourself. Set your goal and embrace learning, embrace knowledge, embrace growth, embrace knowing more. Find resources, research. And as you continue to do that, when you get to a point where you think and you know that you are that place where I can stand, you're already shedding off the fear, then start taking action. And when I say take action, that doesn't mean throw all your egg in the same basket at once. That means take action step by step and keep working yourself to achieving that goal that leads you eventually to your dream. And another thing I will say is after you've set the goals, you embrace learning to help you and you're taking action, do not neglect the place of prayer. Do not neglect the place of prayer. Sometimes I feel like a lot of mistake that we, the children of God, make is to take one or the other. A lot of us do that. Just because God said he will provide all my need according to his riches in glory. Just because the Lord said I'm his beloved doesn't mean I should not do my part. And because I have the ability to do my part, doesn't mean I should neglect the place of prayer and the place of asking and the place of just holding on to God to be my help. A lot of time, we children of God, we hold on to one and leave the other. I've seen people just pray, pray, God make me rich, God make me rich, God make me rich. And they are the type that wakes up at 11 a.m. Hey, I don't know how that is going to work out. But maybe, I don't know. And I've seen people just pour themselves into strategies, just pour themselves into, I know how this works out. Pour themselves into, oh, if you do 2 plus 2 is going to be equal to 4. So if you don't do it that way, nothing will happen. And they neglect the place of God. Who can turn water to wine? Who can make a way in the middle of the Red Sea? Who can change things around that you can never see? So this is me, my experience, and how I worked it out to the point where I am today. I'm telling you, do your work, but rest on God. Pray a lot and go out and do your part. The fact that you are doing your part and not letting fear hold you down is a faith that you have in God that He will make all things work out for you. So I encourage you today. And if it's a charge, I charge you today. As you keep praying, set goals, learn, embrace growth by learning. Start taking actions little by little, but keep praying to God. Do not neglect either of these things. They all work together for good for them that love the Lord.